Why do some YouTubers get millions of views with only a few videos posted? And why are your videos still not taking off, even though you're doing everything right? Well, let's be real. You probably don't know as much about YouTube as some of the more popular creators. Knowledge is absolutely the missing key to why you're not finding success on the platform. The trick is learning the knowledge and then learning how to implement that knowledge. Most people know how to make a good video, they just don't want to, because it's hard. So it is up to you to use the knowledge that I put here to hopefully find success on the platform. Colin and Samir just did a podcast with Mr. Beast, and Mr. Beast said something really interesting that got me thinking.
It's purely knowledge. Like, if you knew what I knew, you could get 10 million views a video, and you could get 10 million subscribers no matter where you are right now within 6 months.
A lot of people might argue with that, which is fine, but it just reminded me of something that Alex Hormozy actually says.
So you wrote $50,000 on the whiteboard. And then he wrote $1 million on top of the 50,000, and he subtracted it. It said 950,000. He said, "You pay life $950,000 every single year for not knowing how to make $1 million a year." The most expensive thing that all of us are paying for is the information that we don't know.
Instead of arguing, I think it's actually important to listen to the most popular YouTuber on the platform and a business mogul. You not knowing how to make successful videos on YouTube is probably what's causing you to not make successful videos on YouTube. I mean, think about it. There's all these little channels that started, only post a few videos, and still get millions of views on their first try. And that's just because they know the algorithm. The algorithm is rewarding good content over subscriber base. You can post your first video and still get hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views, if you do it correctly. Mr. Beast literally lays out most of his YouTube knowledge on podcasts. I'm not saying copy Mr. Beast one for one. Plenty of people do that and they fail. You should use his YouTube knowledge and implement it into your own channel and videos to find success faster. Okay, so take inspiration from other creators and then turn it in your own style. Always remember to steal like an artist, which is this book right here, and it teaches you about gaining creativity from other things without stealing. Back to Mr. Beast. In that same Colin and Samir episode, he said this.
I could start a new channel tomorrow with not using my face or my voice, like without ever promoting it, and in 6 months have 20 million subscribers. I just could.
Most of you watching would instantly dismiss that as an exaggeration, but I don't think he's lying here. I think he knows the exact steps that he would take to start a brand new YouTube channel to instantly find success. I mean, think about it. He already knows what works, and he's proven it by getting 150 million subscribers. The only reason we don't have as many subscribers as Mr. Beast is because we don't have the same knowledge. Man, work ethic. That man is a psychopath. He will just work nonstop every second of the day. So I think even if we had the same knowledge, we're probably not that crazy about YouTube as he is. The next best thing you can do for your YouTube video is storytelling. And I'm not the best at storytelling, nor do I claim to be. I would go to Hayden Hillier-Smith to actually learn about storytelling because he does a great job at explaining it. And he also focuses way more on the creative side and the artistic expression of YouTube videos, but you can still understand the basics of storytelling here, and that's the beginning, the middle, the climax, and then the ending. But since it's YouTube, the climax is kind of the ending. Take one of Eric's more recent videos where he challenges someone, gives them 10 grand, and then tells them to go streak a field. That's at the very end of the video, and the second he gets tackled, the outro plays, and that's done for viewer retention, which kind of sucks that we have to do it that way, but you play by the rules that are given to you. We're not making movies out here. Movies get away with an extra 20 minutes after the climax to finally sort everything out and then give you a satisfying ending. So the best YouTube video length is between 6 and 20 minutes, and you can see it on Mr. Beast's channel. Most of his videos are 12 minutes long. Two videos that he made that were a lot longer than normal were Squid Games and ages 1 to 100 compete to win 500K. These videos got away with being both about 25 minutes because they have storytelling elements. Squid Games has a lot more storytelling elements than most of his normal challenge videos. And the ages 1 to 100 compete to win 500K, that has a whole lot of story building elements to it, where you actually follow a character and you get to learn his struggles through the thing. The ages 1 to 100 was a very different style for Mr. Beast, and the way it succeeded actually really surprised him. With more focus on story and character building, he actually earned a longer runtime because of it. You wanted to see the payoff of the characters that you were following. And again, I'm not going to tell you how to make a fantastic story. I don't have experience doing that. So that's where I'd go to other channels that actually focus on creative endeavors and artistic storytelling. Obviously, there's still creators that find success without doing all the Mr. Beast style editing and just turn on a camera and then talk and then turn it off. Think of Muda, Charlie, Ludwig. These guys on their channels and Ludwig on Mogul Mail, they just turn on a camera and talk for a little bit and then turn it off and continue their day. And they still get millions of views. It's crazy. I can't tell you why this works on YouTube so well. All I can tell you is that people are more interested in just seeing their favorite creators talk in a more open way. I mean, think about it. Those people have very likable personalities, so the audience actually relates with them and then builds trust with them. And then because they have the trust built, they'll go and watch all the videos when they come out. It doesn't matter what the thumbnail is. The problem is, if you don't have pre-established trust with an audience, it's very hard to build that. So you kind of have to deal with the high quality content before you can go on and move on to lower quality content, which is kind of backwards in a way. Normally you go from lower to higher, but if you want to build an audience, at least in this year, 2023, you might have to start with high quality so that you can build the trust to earn low quality. But I could be proven wrong on that. And I'd love to be proven wrong on that. I'd like to believe that anyone can make a successful YouTube channel in the year 2023, but I don't believe it yet.
You probably don't have a great relationship with your audience, and I'm telling you that the relationship between you and your audience is one of the most crucial components to keeping success on the platform. I'm not telling you need to feed the parasocial relationship between your viewers, but just genuinely creating trust between you and a viewer is beyond understated. This might mean sacrificing short-term earnings in the form of not taking sponsors you don't fully vouch, but anyone who's built a business understands just how much their reputation is worth. If you're the face of the business, your reputation is practically priceless. So do anything you can to maintain that, because YouTube is absolutely a business. So maintain trust with the audience, and that will make sure that when you do promote something, your sales rate will be much higher, although this is best performed with your own personal products as a creator, and you can control a lot more and make it match your channel, and you can integrate it however you want without contracts. But that's a lot harder to do, so I totally understand taking sponsors to pay the bills. I would just urge you to vouch the brand and make sure they're not sketchy. Have a product you'd use.
And I've turned away millions and millions, probably tens of millions of dollars.
Wow.
If things don't pass.
You should probably be aware too that it can take a while for you to find success. Even if you follow all of these tips, making the most entertaining content with the best hooks imaginable, it could still take you tons of high quality content before ever taking off. That is, if you're only posting long form YouTube videos on YouTube. The world has become a wonderful place full of opportunity, and with that comes the ability to reach huge amounts of audience with very simple short form content on places like TikTok, Instagram, and our home base YouTube. There's no good reason to not take full advantage of short form content if you're trying to speed up the process to become a YouTuber.
YouTube Shorts always just blows my mind. The discoverability is insane.
It is so extremely advantageous that it can even speed up the process to becoming monetized on YouTube, because it can actually inflate the amount of subscribers you get.
Uploading a short form, if I uploaded 10 short form videos and I'm a decent creator, the likelihood of one of them gaining traction and viewership is high.
Totally.
If I upload 10 long form videos, the likelihood is low.
Going back to the ending of a YouTube video, cut it right after the climax, because after the climax, everyone clicks off. But it can actually contain other YouTube videos, which you can think of like a sales pitch to the audience, with the entire video they just watched as the pitch. And then the sale is them watching another video that's on the end card. Interconnecting videos and not just choosing a random one is always better. Granted, if you're not already adding videos to the end card, random is better than nothing. Like a lot in this video, you don't need to do everything. I don't expect anyone to, but even if you just add the minimum of some of the concepts, you can make better, more engaging content that'll find you more success. Also, please keep in mind, I don't know anything. I don't have proof any of this works. I'm just taking other people's word for it. I haven't built a successful YouTube empire. There are plenty of topics that we didn't get to in this video, and that'll be continued in future videos. With that being said, I don't have any video to send you to, so goodbye.